Well, hey there, folks. Mr. B here, and I gotta say I'm a fan of these University of Colorado PHET animations. These ones with the 5, those are really handy because those are web animations. You can run them in a web browser, you can run them on an iPad, it's great. I've hosted a video about these Java simulations. They're superb. It's just a little more you have to do. First, you have to download Java, and then you have to set it up. So what am I going to have you guys do next on PHET? Well, the good news is you're going to continue learning about chemistry, and even better news is you're going to do this one, balancing chemical reactions. I just want to take you through a little bit of it. Okay, so like I say, it runs in the browser. Just going to have to get to it there. And here we go. So it kind of comes in two parts. One, you can apply balancing chemical reactions without just endlessly, scribbling on paper, doing it the old-fashioned way. Or two, you can take this out for a spin. This is a little more visual, and then there's a game. But let's go to the introduction here. Now the screen comes up like this, and you notice there's a toolbar in the upper right-hand corner. Now at first this looks like kind of a plain Jane, I'm going to balance chemical reactions, right? Looks like I'm going to take some gaseous nitrogen and hydrogen, right, and produce ammonia, also known as nitrogen trihydride, but I like ammonia better. So when you click on that, you'll see the little ammonia molecule show up. Okay, that's great. And you say, okay, how can I balance this out? Because it's not balanced like this. There's absolutely no way. You take a look at the nitrogens, and first off, you say, I've got to have more nitrogens than that. I have to have 2 of those blue spheres. Okay, fine. So we have 2 blue spheres. Now, if you do the addition, you say, well, I see 6 of the hydrogens, those little white spheres. Okay, well, I have 2. The only way I'm going to get to 6 is to do this. And then that little happy face guy shows up. Now, let's go back, sort of reset things, and let's look at this a different way with the tools. Now this scale, I find this cool, and it's not just because I'm old. I like it because it's visual, it's different. So let's make an ammonia molecule. And over here, you'll see everything appears to be kind of out of whack, right? We've got, on this side of the scale, that represents your products, right? So you've got ammonia, so you've got 1 nitrogen, and so it's considering the nitrogen and the hydrogen separately. Okay, bit of a teeter-totter. You got to even things up. So how are we going to do this? Well, just like before, we go like this, and we see it's still a little bit out of whack, which tells us, let's come over here. Okay, you've balanced your nitrogens. Taking a look on the other side, with respect to hydrogens, it's out of whack, right? So what are we going to do? How are we possibly going to balance this up? Sorry, this is the product side. Right? We're talking about the 6 here. So on the reactant side, which is always the left side of the teeter-totter, that corresponds to this. Getting closer, nailed it. So that's another visualization. There's a third way to look at this. And it's cool because it gives you all sorts of different options. You get this. So let's back that off again. And these are just, what we're talking about here is just kind of looks like a bar graph. So, okay, here we go. So 1 part nitrogen, 3 parts hydrogen. Okay, that's cool. And if I go like this, well, these aren't balanced. As soon as I see this, I think, hey, I've got to get them to 6. Lowest common multiple of 2 and 3 is 6. Okay, 6. And if I just do this, I'm at 6, looking balanced to come over to the nitrogens. 1, and hey, it's balanced. Looks good. Now this is pretty neat. You will get a series of these to take out for a spin. Another one, let's just go back to sort of the plain Jane here. You've got water. Now this is a decomposition reaction where you have to take apart water. So there's your water molecule. How are you going to make it happen? Not bad. I invite you to use whichever tool you like. I'm kind of preferential to this one, quite honestly. And then lastly, there's combusting methane. Right? So combusting natural gas, like in your gas fireplace. And you'll see it accounts for all 3 things, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So this is one of the activities I'm going to have you take up for a spin. And when you have this puppy balanced for all 3 of these, well, you let me know. Send me your screenshots. You can put a big thumbs up, say you rocked it. But this is a good PHET animation. You can just hit reset on. And yeah, more to come, folks. More to come. Cheers.